Hey everyone, welcome to 3D6 Down the Line. Happy New Year. We are going to roll right into the beginning of 2023 with continuing episode 11 of our Halls of Arden Vul campaign by Richard Barton, Megadungeon, and using the old school essential system by Gavin Norman. We're all representing today with our Kickstarter gear. Hell yeah. We have no shame at all in shilling for that game. So hope everyone had a great holiday. Let's get rolling again. My name is John. I am the referee for the game. Going around the horn, we have
I'm Mike. I play Goran Blackhood, the doty dwarf of destruction.
David would normally be playing Onweir, the human illusionist, but he is once again dead to us, for he is still on holiday. But hopefully we will see him next time.
I'm Matt. I play Avaricios of Epirenus, ecclesiastical cleric of catastrophe.
Ooh. Dude, stop riding my coattails, man. Damn.
Man, I want up to you.
Anyway, forget it. All right, hi, I'm Ted. I'm playing Squeegee, and John, I have a New Year's resolution. I want to be the very best goblin that I can be.
Something we all aspire to.
It's a low bar, my friend. It's a low bar.
Okay, so moving right along, right where we left off, our party was actually deep in the dungeon. They were in a secret crypt that they had found beyond the burial niches of the priests of ancient Thoth. A small niche that actually was inhabited by two ghouls, the risen undead of what appeared to be two important priests of Thoth that had their own special chamber. After defeating them, using a very wise casting of Turn Undead by Avaricios and some flame, they discovered a huge amount of treasure in their sarcophagi, or a pretty sizable bounty for, let's put it that way, more than they've seen recently. So they were just trying to figure out what exactly they were going to do with that treasure. So why don't we give like a real quick recap of what treasure we got?
That's Ted.
Okay. So after we cleared out two sarcophagi, and we found 4 large alabaster urns, 2 white gold rings inscribed with the words Rurotanus and Arthurthu, something like that anyway. Some ancient Arcantian gold solidi worth 10 gold pieces per coin. 1,135 silver pennies worth 1 gold piece per coin, and 2,316 copper bits worth 1 silver piece each. A spear with lapis inlay, 2 silver torques, and lots of decayed gunk in the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Sounds about right.
So a total value of quite a bit, and worth a lot of XP, which we're all very keen on.
Yep. So the ancient coins are the gold, even though it's not that much, is a lot heavier. But all of those coins are worth 10 times their normal value. So adding all that up, not counting whatever worth they deem the spear to be, but the 4 urns and all the money comes to about 2,427 gold pieces worth of value and potential XP they can get out of here. So yeah, we have to remember that your first obstacle here is the dimensions of the actual exit from this room, right? Which is a very, very narrow niche up at about head height, right? That you actually have to crawl, like push yourself up in and then kind of crawl out, right? Now, it is wide enough that like you could shove an urn like sideways through, like if you tip the urn like on its side and you can shove it through,
right?
But you know, it's an issue.
You're saying that Squeegee could just walk right straight through.
He cannot walk straight through, right?
It was a short joke.
Oh, a short.
Yeah, thanks. Quick question. While we're on the inside of this burial room, is there any evidence that from this side there's a larger door out that we didn't like? Because how'd they get the sarcophagus in?
Not that you can see. So it appears to be just a small 20 foot by 20 foot chamber with an exit to the south through that through that niche.
They might have very well built the sarcophagus around, built the room around it.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot to set the scene real quick. It's the 5th of Logarios.
Yep.
Next day, Avaricios will be cleared of his blood loss, and it is currently 11:30 a.m. We are in the midst of dungeon tracking, so just be aware.
Okay.
So let's
The big debate that we were having on Discord was whether or not we should stash this loot here and then continue on, or get it back to town. And I'm going to advocate for getting it back to town. My main reason is this. Number one, we have a lot, and it's not like we're ever going to be more convenient to come back for this, i.e. outside of like a whole conversation about David and his like illusion abilities and hiding the loot and all the rest of that. But I feel like XP in the hand is worth like 2 in the dungeon. So I think we should try and do our best. The halflings are going to get their share, and get it out of here and get it back up to the inn so that we can get that sweet, sweet XP and not worry about some other monster moving in and taking it, or it getting robbed, or something else stupid happening and us like losing it somewhere else down the dungeon floor. So that's going to be my argument. I'm going to say that the halflings are a cost that we should just try and muddle through, and just pay them in pennies, pay them in copper, and just get them off our back, and then just get the rest of the stuff up to the inn.
I mean, I'm very much on board with this. Sorry, I was Avaricious for a second. Yeah, I'm on board with getting back. What I'm worried about is I don't think we can carry everything anyway, and I'm worried about marching out of here with that spear, which looks really fancy. We don't know exactly how fancy it looks. And
it's pretty fancy, I think.
Right? Like, we want that thing.
Does anyone have detect magic in the party? I don't even know.
No, he died.
Yeah, he died. All right, so what if we do this then, Matt? What if we kind of split the difference? We stash the spear here because it's a useful item, and we can come back down here. We'll grab the spear again, assuming it's still here, which I think it would be. And then we can use it in our adventures, right? Like, I mean, I'm okay with that. It's just I don't want to leave like 2,500 gold pieces worth of coin down here, because there's never going to be a better time to get it out,
Well,
and if we can get it back up to the inn, it's XP in our pocket. I guess that's my point.
No,
okay. Well, here's the one better time I can think of is if we open that door to the south and there's an elevator with a button on it that says, ground floor.
Oh.
Right, like the freight elevator is just right on that, right behind that door to the south.
I get your point, and yes, that would be amazing. I think that it's probably more likely that there's a troll on the other side of that door than an elevator going up.
He wouldn't do that to us. Come on.
He absolutely would. And it wouldn't be him. It would be Richard Barton.
Yeah.
The author of Arden Vul.
The other side of that door, the hobbits would have already had to do something about it, because otherwise they've got no business.
Right.
And, I mean, unless it's an elevator that no one knows about, but I don't know, man. So
I just want to get the money out of here. I want to get the money out of here.
I say we leave the spear behind. If everybody carries an urn with 200 coins in it, which off camera is what John told us an urn could hold, and puts 200 more coins in their pack, that covers all the silver and a bit of the copper. But if we just are going to give all the copper to the hobbits, then we don't even have to do that. So yeah, we can get this all. If we're giving the copper to the hobbits, we can get this all out of here.
And like the torques and stuff like that, we just wear them and put them underneath our clothes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have to see it, and the gold is at the bottom of our backpacks or something, so that it's not obvious. But we're being fair. We're giving them 10% in copper.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of coins. John, how many coins can go into a large sack? Is it 600? Something crazy like that?
That I am not sure. It is limited by your.
I might have it here actually. But I have a couple of large sacks, which I think we need 3 to actually give them all the copper pennies.
I believe I also have a large sack.
It's fine. And you know what? We dump that shit out on the floor. They don't get our sacks. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
All this sack.
All right. Yeah, I don't have
large sacks are 600 coins.
Okay, cool.
But
So
that's in the normal encumbrance, so we would have to make sure that actually holds true for item base or slot base. But it would, right?
I think it would, yeah.
Yeah, like
So
it could still hold 600 coins. It's just a matter, can you lift it? That's the thing, right? Yeah.
Well,
That's 6 slots.
yeah, I'm thinking what we might have to do is kind of like do a fireman's kind of hand down, urns and bags to get them out of the room, and then
Just get them
down
to the debauch room, man, and then we hand off the copper to the halflings, and then we fuck off.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to ask you a series of questions, and I just need like a definitive answer. So going step by step.
Okay.
What are you leaving, if anything, in this room right now?
Let's hide the spear.
The spear is the only thing. Everything else is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then yes or no, you're going to be putting You're going to be putting as do you have enough coins to actually fill all 4 urns? Do you have 800 coins? I don't even know.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what coinage is actually going in the urns?
Silver.
All silver.
Silver. If we're giving all the copper to the halflings, then the 4 urns holding 200 silver each, that's 800 silver.
So you have 335 left.
We have 335 left. Basically, each of us takes another 100 silver in our backpacks. And
Okay, so that would mean that each of you needs 1 slot free. Do you have a slot free?
So what I'm planning on doing is actually I'm gonna with the spear, I'm gonna leave my bow and arrows so that I have like my hands free.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, before you do that, dude.
What?
You guys are all moving at 90, right?
I'm at 90.
Anything, I'm moving at 60.
Okay.
If I pick up anything,
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 slots free before you start leaving bows and arrows and all kinds of shit around. So, and also we have our henchmen.
Yeah, I actually had just thought of that after I said it.
Load those guys up first.
His equipment sheet. Yeah, actually, I could hand him the bow and arrows, and it would be fine.
Okay.
He probably uses it better than you anyway. So
there's no problem. It's just a matter of so it's no doubt that you can all carry the weight. The weight can be distributed, is no problem. The question is because the urns can't be carried like one-handed, then if you're actually going to be carrying, like each of you is going to be carrying an urn because Mort will have one as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
one of us will not be as right? One
John
of us is Statue of Liberty.
Right.
Is there a way for us to use rope? We have plenty of rope. To create a sling for the urn so it could be hauled over your shoulder like this.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
So could somebody haul 2 of them?
Yeah, I can because I don't know why I'm carrying less equipment than you guys.
Not just weight wise, but awkwardness wise.
Yeah, I think that you could sling 1 urn. So so Avaricios could sling one.
I could
with 1 hand, and then the rest.
And then they're easy to put down if we need our hands back or something.
Yeah, if he can carry 1 slung, then great, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
we've only got to go 200 feet to the doorway, and then of course up. Oh my god, it's gonna take us forever to go up the stairs.
We need a fucking mule.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a second here. I got to check random stuff.
Let me check and see if I skipped leg day.
Collecting all, talking about what you're gonna do, shoving the coins into the urns.
Yep.
Making the sling, all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna say it's gonna take a significant amount of time to get all that stuff organized. So
can I make another thing real quick before you start rolling dice, John?
Mm-hmm.
Can we have 3 of us doing work and 1 of us keeping watch?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I will be the one-handed watch keeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't imagine it's very handy to.
Okay, so it's going to take 3 turns, basically a solid half hour to get all that ready to go, and at which point you can, and then at the end of that 3rd turn, you're basically hustling stuff out. Okay.
Right.
You do. The only thing you hear from out of the darkness, remember, like what you're seeing out there is like there's nothing, right? It's completely dark, but you hear the rustling of rats as they start to kind of return to that rats. But the last time that you were there, it was just like normal rats that sort of came out. So so now it's noon up above. You remember that it's pouring rain outside.
Yeah.
And you drop down after pulling the last of the urns like through the narrow thing. Mort is quite happy. He as he sees it, successful thing. And in these cramped chambers of the niche of these burial niches, the air is very much fresher despite the claustrophobia. Because you're away from that ghoul stench, thankfully.
Mm.
All right.
John, I wanted to ask one thing. If Avaricios is out in that hallway, he would have his like black light torch because he has a choice.
Yep.
But so he'd like wander to the edge, kind of like wander back and forth along that hallway,
To the corners.
peeking around the corners.
Yeah.
One of those corners is full of rat pile.
Yeah. Well, I can still peek
Yeah,
around.
you're right by the rat pile. And as you're, well, the thing is with the rats actually is like they actually respond to the noise of you because they can't actually see you
Mm.
because of the black light. But as they actually forget that you've spent like the last turn basically hustling everything out, so like the noise would have caused them to scurry away for about 10 minutes ago. And as you kind of like their pile of trash is there. Remember that this entire pathway, this looping pathway, is filled with like obstruction,
Garbage. Mhm.
garbage. Yeah. So but that's all you see in the light.
Can Matt like spend part of his guarding time clearing a footpath a little bit?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Make
Make it
to
easier.
walk?
Yeah, because that's like a slant, right? That's all tangled up with bones. and
Yeah. So
garbage.
to the party's left, which is actually towards the east,
Right.
it's a slope upwards. Actually, I should
Yeah.
switch this for the fans at home. Let's go to the map.
There we go.
Right. So we're talking it slopes up like this, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in fact,
Folks
Where
at
I
home,
have
they are
the-
right here.
where I have this tunnel going over that long skinny tunnel, it's actually the other way around. The 10-foot north-south tunnel is below the 100-foot, 5-foot wide tunnel.
That's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's true. We should have had like the dotted line should have been the north south.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, we know.
We understand.
We got it. we
So
got
okay,
this.
we're out. Let's start heading back towards the debouche. Matt?
Now, here's the question too: like with the halflings, even if we're just using your blacklight torch, are they even gonna know that we're coming through?
Yes,
That
there's-
whole room is lit by the torches.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
lit by torches in there.
except for the center of it, but which keeps the statue in shadow. So you swing around, you go past the other statue, right? That's in that intersection. You know that leads to that horribly defaced temple of Thoth. It was like the Setites got to it. But you head back east towards the debouchement, and there you see that there's a couple, like Roz Kelly is there, and she's sort of like leaning against the wall, like chatting with a couple of the other halfling
These
thugs.
fuckers.
And it looks like there's one or two that are actually on the ground, scrubbing away the remains of that goblin prisoner that they killed.
Oh, yeah.
They look around because you guys are attempting to be quiet, but you know they're paying attention. You know, so that they hear you, kind of coming through, and she kind of calls out, "Who goes there?"
Hey, don't worry about nothing here, okay? It's just us. You remember us, your old pal,
Oh.
your old friends, your very bestest customers.
Squeegee, don't I can hear you. Show yourselves.
I'm coming. I'm a coming. Don't worry, nothing. We got a long way to go. It's
So do you
eventually
step out of the
we'll
black
pass
light?
the black light doesn't get rid of the torches, right?
No.
I don't. Yeah.
So as soon as we enter that large room, they should see us.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
Isn't
hard
there
for me
a
to
torch
have
like
this figured out. Yeah.
right by the entrance where we are coming out, like right over
I think the torches are marked by these little
the dots, right?
dots
The
here.
dots, yeah.
So, yeah, there's 1, 2.
All right. So
Yeah.
you show up in front of them, and yeah. So yeah, forget that. They see you as you walk into the light. And they said, "Still got a hold on that gold torch there, huh? How far?"
Well, you know, it is not like I have much of a choice. Huh?
And whoa, what are you dragging over there? You guys are kind of loaded for bear. What
Well,
do
it's
you
your
got?
lucky day. So I have a very carefully calculated inventory here, and because I am the most honest goblin you are going to meet, I have pre-arranged for the payment of our 10% fee in these 4 lovely bags here. You see, A
Now
through
you see,
D.
gentlemen, this is the kind of business that we should be doing all the time. Look at this. Look at this goblin with the organization and the politeness and.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I would like to give you your share, your properly earned share for guarding this fine room to the surface.
Yes, yes, okay. How much we got? She's like super impatient. They're all like, yeah.
I have here, according to my careful records, which are 100% trustworthy, you will receive 2,316 copper pieces. However, I call to your attention, if you will observe, the king on the obverse and the thoth on the reverse here. These are very fine coins, not your ordinary copper, not your copper bits you get down at the bar.
They
To Boston.
You intimate that they're ancient coins, and like all of the halflings get up and they just crowd around like the urns. Looking at
and look, the whole shebang is like that, and I'll empty out a sack, and when they all pounce on that, I'll empty another one. Observe the wealth, my children. Yes, roll in it. It's lovely.
You told me that the urns were full of silver.
That's correct.
Yeah, he put the copper in bags for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 4 large sacks is full of copper, and we shake out the large sacks.
A significantly less number of coins than the copper that we are dumping on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they want to make stacks and waste our time counting them all up,
we'll do it.
That's fine, but they're getting their 10%. So
they say like
right. I'll tell you what I'm doing, John. I'm trying to sort of obfuscate a little bit so that they're wowed by the pile of copper and ignore the 4 urns and just let us leave.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think they'll be pretty enamored as the coins come tinkling out of your bags.
All right.
And they're like, well, very, very nice. Thank you. And they scoop up the coins and they will say, we'll be seeing you next time.
Next time, I mean, so we have paid for our day. Right, like we paid for our day.
Every sortie, every time you folks come through here, you try to change the terms of the deal.
No, I mean, this is what I remember. I mean, this is really one sortie because it's
not
just
changing.
Us, and we're going back. We're trying to get you some more.
We don't
mind
try all you
sharing.
want. You know what where we're at. No, don't spoil a good thing. Everything was going quite fast. Listen to your goblin friend there, Frater. The honest one in the group.
It's not that we're trying to change the terms of the deal. it's that, like yourselves, we're always trying to, work it.
I know, but it's tiresome, am I right? I mean, you're tired, I'm tired.
I am tired.
Look, you're walking. I know you've got a lot of stuff hauled away there. If this is 10%, then more power to you. Don't see me fighting for it. You gave us your fair share.
That's what I like.
Happy to hear it.
All right.
Pay next time you come down, and we'll just keep this arrangement going.
Perfect.
Of course, if you find old Carloman, like we said, maybe we talk about some other sort of deal. But
I remember that's the guy that is almost certainly dead, though, right?
Probably.
Way,
but if you bring back word of him, I'm telling you, Phlebotomus would be very, very pleased.
Missing a little bit of goblin over there in the corner.
Yeah, that may have crushed our hopes of ever making an entreaty for old Carloman, but nothing saying you can't do it. They're none the wiser.
Maybe you can buy him off with copper. In any case, a pleasure doing business with you. We have a very long staircase to climb, and without further ado, I think we should go.
Good luck. Stay alive. You're good for business.
All right. You don't have a mule we could borrow, do you?
We don't have a mule, no.
I didn't think so. All right.
Okay. So we'll say getting back and talking to them took another turn, and then we're going to roll back up again. I never remember to write down exactly how many turns to get back out there, because it is
Wasn't it 7? Wasn't it like 7 turns up?
It's 6 turns. Or wait, was that... that might have been to go from the inn to the entrance.
Yeah, it's...
I wrote that down because...
I did write it down.
It's lantern on the stair. I was doing it before I got my little gift. Yeah, 6 turns on the lantern to go down the stairs.
Yeah. Okay.
6 turns.
Okay.
So a whole hour, huh? Yeah.
It's a very deep staircase.
Let's see. Hold on.
We should look for the elevator. The freight elevator, I'm sure it's just there.
Let's see. Goes to.
All right. So if 2474 minus 231.
Yeah, we'll say that. That's
All right. So our total coinage value that we're walking out with right now, not counting the spears, 2,243 gold pieces worth, which is pretty sweet.
Okay. Let's see.
And we still gotta get him back to the inn because all kinds of horrible things can happen there.
Yeah. Right.
Do we want to take it to the inn? Or... Oh, yeah, because we want to come right back at the same time.
Yeah, we want to just come right back down.
Okay.
So we take it to the inn, and David is obviously at the inn, sleeping off a bender. We leave it with him and his retainer. Right? That's what happened to David. That's why he's dead to us, because of his...
Exactly. Because he can't hold his liquor.
That's right.
He's out punching camels, painting his face black and white.
That the 2,243. That's the coinage and the urns. We don't know the value.
Total value of all urns, rings, torques, and coins.
Okay. I wasn't sure about
that. Okay.
Not the spear.
So it takes like what did we say? 6 turns to get up there, and then what is it, like another 6 to get back to the inn? Is that what we said?
I don't think it was that many, but it was.
It's 11 turns to get from the inn all the way to the hand.
Okay.
So I think about half of that.
Maybe it is 6 turns then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So about 2 hours later, so around 2:00 p.m., you roll back into the inn. Now you guys are sodden. Nothing happens, thankfully, on your way back up the stairs and across the ruined city. The guards in the North Tower are miserable. Thankfully, a little bit sheltered from the rain, but they just kind of salute to you as you trudge back through the muck and into the inn. Shake off your cloaks.
Hey, can I does it count if we give them some money now? Do we still get the XP?
Give who some money?
Look at those guards, man. They're always standing out in the rain, dude.
Just keep it in your bucket. We could give it on the way back.
Okay.
You feel bad.
Don't sidetrack us,
Won't you take our 2 silver SP? Wait.
We're back at the inn, John.
Okay.
Those guards see everything, and they would be very good contacts to have.
I like where your head's at. Let's pay them later.
Yeah. So as you're going back to the inn, I should say, actually before you rush in the pouring rain, you almost miss it because of how much it's sheeting down and obscuring vision. The stables are actually like a separate building from the inn itself. You see a couple of Cronus's men, a couple of the other guards, burly looking guys. You see them. They're wearing like what do you call it? Like not eel skin, but like a weatherproofing sort of parka.
Oilskin. Is it oilskin?
An oilskin like over themselves, and so you can't make out their features, but one of them is holding like a lantern light that's barely like poking through the rain, and they are scurrying towards what appears to be an entrance in the stables in the back that you did not realize was there. But they're going around the back, and you see 2 of them going. You can hear them because they don't really see you because the rain is hitting, or hear you because the rain is hitting the ground so hard and it's obscuring vision. That they're having a conversation about. Yeah, Ted.
Entrance from the stable into the inn.
No, into the stables. Like there's a smaller entrance that you did not notice into the stables.
Oh, so there's like the big barn doors, and there's like a side door.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. And they're going into that door, and you can kind of hear through the rain pitter-pattering that they're having a conversation about a failed sortie that they themselves had as a part of a larger group to the western tower at the river gate. Let me bring this up for everyone.
Yeah,
for you guys.
The map up, man.
Yeah.
What a good idea.
So.
River Tower at the western.
This is the inn. Way back in the day, a few days ago in the game time, you guys had investigated the Rivergate towers, but you only investigated the eastern one.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you found the remnants of that campfire, and thought like, we'll put a pit in that as like a possible place to hole up. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, he's having a conversation about a failed sortie that they had made recently to the Western Tower, which you never actually went to. They keep mentioning a guy that one of their companions, whose name was Randall. He actually got crushed by falling debris while they were investigating this. While they were investigating the tower, but not before. They keep on saying, like in hushed tones, "Do you remember that what Randall was looking at before the ceiling caved in on him? It was a skeleton. It was skeleton. He was just sitting there, and he was holding some sort of like silver coffer. I remember it. Then the roof caved in, and poor Randall. But I keep having dreams about that coffer. It's right there. It's right." He points. It's like, "Yeah, we've got business to take care of. We got to get down to the basement. Come on." And he goes into the stables.
Aha!
Aha!
David will be so happy.
We're gonna get those.
Oh wait, he's dead. That's so sad.
Yeah, David's dead to us.
If he were, kicking around somewhere. Oh.
Well, that's definitely worth making a note of. So let's go up to our room, stash our stuff.
Okay, yeah. So Kronos
Tell
and
David keep an eye on the coins.
it's a little unnerving, right? It's not as like slick as moving back into Gosterwick, where you're treated nice and have like the sweet deal and all that kind of stuff. Like you walk in and you're carrying these urns, right? You see the three statue brokers are like, they all perk up when they see like the urns, and like you have video because they're looking around for like, oh, is there statuary there? But they're like, oh,
You turn the urn over. It could be a statue of.
exactly. You see Estelle. She makes a sign of her god, Tychius, and you can see her sort of like her eyes widen and her as does her smile as she looks on with greed at what you're bringing back. Cronus as well is just sort of like tapping his belly as you're walking in. He's like, "Welcome back, gentlemen. Good to see you again. Well, and you're alive and well. Just a bit wet and soggy, are we?"
The wet is only a state of mind, really, and your body.
Very true,
But
especially when you're
mostly
hauling
just-
back ancient vessels like this. Looks like they've got something in them, judging by the way you're dragging them.
No, they's just very heavy. I'm a small person.
Sure. Heavy porcelain.
However-
I got it. Heavy porcelain.
Porcelain.
However-
Alabaster. This is made out of stone. This is alabaster. This is very heavy.
Drinks around the house.
Ah,
Oh Lord. Oh
Right.
God.
the
I take out
dwarf
one
gives
of
it away.
I take out one of the giant gold coins and I slap it on the bar and say, "Until this runs out."
Oh, wait. Now, at this point, like, the statue brokers are like, they hear the sound of what that sounds like hitting the ground. They rush over. Cronus and Estelle rush over. A couple of the patrons, they're like, "Is that a Solidai?" Oh, you have found you.
Solidai, man.
You found a mother lode somewhere, didn't you? Is there more where that came from?
Oh, there might be.
Well,
There might be.
We've got the true breed here, folks.
It's
Real
man, I'm the
adventures.
old gay. Come on.
Bitches, rare.
Well, Estelle, what do you think? We should offer them the private vault, don't you think, to keep their stuff? You can rest assured that it'll be safe here at the Inn of the Broken Head.
Well,
I was going to let David hang on to it.
yeah. Why would we not trust this sacred vault? That seems amazing.
Well, then just, I'll take care of it then, men. If you don't mind, these gentlemen would like their urns deposited safely.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to inspect the vault. I mean, it is traditional in banking circles to
It's better that you don't
establish
know.
the bona fides.
The less people that know about its location, the better. Just, you be assured that it'll be under lock and key.
This is a service provided gratis, of course, because we have such valuable customers.
Of
here.
course, you keep on bringing in coin like this, it pays for itself.
That's what I like to hear.
Receipt? I'd like a receipt, please.
Sure. Like, big X on a piece of paper. There you go.
Oh my God.
You can take my word for it.
Oh,
Sounds good.
fine.
You don't have to. You can
No.
you can give it to Andrea.
David is there. Let's leave it with David for now.
I'd kinda like to leave it with
Let's
David.
approach the statuary brokers and see if they're interested in these urns.
No, it's very, very well. But unfortunately, our clients are only interested in actual statuary. Have you found any of that yet?
No, I mean, yes, but not anything that was portable.
Ah, that is always that's the catch with statuary.
I'm pretty certain that these are not actual urns. These are just statues of urns.
You have a sly tongue, Frater.
Well, you got to keep things light when things get like murdery and wet.
Murdery and wet.
You guys into reliefs at all? Like chipped out of the wall kind of a thing?
I suppose if the frieze itself was in good condition, something in bas relief would.
Yeah.
But
Worth noting. Which, by the way, I could just say, what I just said in my real life job is totally illegal, and I don't condone this sort of thing.
Please do not do that.
The archaeological patrimonial heritage of the ancient Archontians, it is wrong. That's my message today. Okay, back to the real world here.
Okay. So
in game, though, they're dead and they don't care.
In game, I'm looting the hell out of this thing.
So you're going to refuse the security of Kronos and Estelle, and you're going to give it to Anweir?
No, we should put Anweir in the vault. What does he care?
Real quick, I just need to know what you're doing with the gold.
If I'm moving,
guys,
we get the
vault.
XP either way, right?
Yep. Vault.
Yes.
Vault. What the hell?
Yeah. You've got the XP right now. If you lose the gold, depending on what you decide on, then you lose the gold, but you do not lose the XP.
Right.
Okay. Fine.
It's fine. Gold.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the vault.
All right.
I have a careful record of everything we're putting in the vault. Actually, let's only put the coins and urns in. Let's keep the torques and the rings
Okay.
because they're easy to carry.
Okay.
Sure.
So, Ted, why don't you keep a record of what's where?
Yep, I'm noting it right now.
Okay. So, you've unloaded yourself of all of the urns and the coins. Then you have kept nothing worth a slot on you anymore. Correct? Okay, cool.
That is correct.
All right, so adjust your character sheets appropriately so that you're now a little bit more free to move. And yeah, so we'll do this off camera, obviously, but just so everyone's aware, what they ended up getting, because they are now back and safe, they are able to rest. They collect 2,427 XP, which will then be divided 4 ways because Mort is included, and then Mort gets half of that. Right, so it's still the total is divided by 4, and then Mort's specific share is then divided by half.
We don't divide it by 7, and we each get 2, and he gets 1.
No, you divide it by the number of characters who participated in the adventure, and then any retainers get half that value. So,
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that is not enough to raise any by level. Goran is the closest to being a 3rd level dwarf. He needs just over 1,000 XP. So if that gives you any idea, dividing 2,427 by 4 is definitely not going to get you there. But it's a nice chunk. So
what do we get?
I don't know. We'll figure it out off camera. But I'm saying it's not enough for anyone to raise in level, so it doesn't really.
No, it's not.
Okay. So nice haul. Good job. Let's see what the morning brings. Are we paid up, or what are we doing for money here? For
Yeah, we paid for a week in advance
last night.
What about food?
Oh, we have to buy food each time. Yeah.
I mean, come on, we're using your vault. We're staying here for a week. You can throw in a dinner, come on, or a lunch. We're here. We're going right back out.
They made you sturge eggs and shit. They're not going to cut you a deal every single time.
Dinner is usually 2 silver pieces, so I think we can afford it.
Sign of the Broken Head.
Gonna come off of our Solidai.
2 silver for a simple meal, 2 GP for a rich meal per person.
Yeah,
I'm having a rich meal. Boom.
Oh, living large. They're warming up to you, Goran, because it's like you're not afraid to be like, yeah, we're rich. You can take my money. I trust you. Yes, I would like a really rich meal. Thank you.
Yeah, I want stew with the meat in it.
Nice.
And not that cat meat either, bitches. I want some real pork or something.
Nice. Okay.
Mort and Squeegee will be having the simple meal.
Okay.
Unless Mort wants to buy his own dinner after he gets paid for his day's work, which I believe is a gold piece. Isn't that what we agreed on?
Yes.
So I will pay him Mort's pay 1 GP.
Mort
can buy
is
the-
ecstatic that he is going to be sleeping in a warm bed after fighting 2 ghouls earlier in the day, and that he is significantly wealthier. And he's also, don't forget, a full-fledged classed and leveled goblin.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he is definitely sticking around. No need to make a loyalty check for Mort. He is your man for now, Squeegee.
Awesome.
And
John, I'm okay with the 2 silver for food, but my flask is a little bit light. I would like to fill this up the rest of the way with brandy. I've been like taking little nips.
Sure. That is fine. I can't remember what the cost is for that.
I believe that is gratis because we are such good customers here, and they like us.
The cheapest fuckers. It's good. Let's hold on a second. Here.
Right, well, you're figuring out
what it really is it's sharing holiness. Really, if you think about it,
It's true.
because it is the spirits such as these that bring us closer together and closer to our God.
Right. Like a Saint Bernard with holy brandy in it.
There you go. See,
While you're buying whiskey, I'll be right back. All right.
I need you guys to roll me a 2d6 for weather for the next day, please.
I got it.
I think I rolled the. Are we staying overnight, or are we going right back in?
Well, it's
Actually, Matt, you roll because I can't find my dice tray.
Okay, I'll do it. Even though I rolled the shitty weather last time, I'll do it. I'm gonna roll 2d6. And this also means my HP. If we're gonna sleep and go the next day,
that's correct.
it's awesome because my XP back, baby.
Yep. What'd you get?
Let's see. I got looks like 6.
6. Nice. It's a
Down the middle.
a clement and cheery day.
See.
There you go.
I cannot find my dice tray on the
They will
little.
do that for you.
It's
It's
in the-
right above the little.
I know
pallet.
that it normally is, but I have no toolbar.
That I cannot help you with. Okay, so it is now the 6th of Lagarios. And Avaricios, you feel particularly well. I can't even, it's been so long, I can't even remember why you had that. What happened there?
A shambling mound, I think,
They're shambling bound in the palace. Yes.
me into the ground like a tent pole.
Yeah, that was good times. Good times. All right. Well, those bones are knitted, so you're all back to normal.
All right, I have a healthy, rosy flush to my cheeks, and I feel really good.
There you go. All right.
Because
So
I now have 9 mighty hit points to burn.
you are okay. So it's a 6. It is Dema's day. The 6th. Okay, and it is a clement and cheery day as you wake up. So, what is the plan for today?
Right back to it, man.
Okay, do we want to go? Do we want to go check out the silver coffer thing?
No, man. No.
I mean, because here's the thing: like, it's free to go look at the copper thing, or the coffer. It's right there. It's right there across the river. If we go down those stairs again, we have to pay those little guys. I don't like those.
Oh my
little
god, we
guys.
pay them 10 gold, dude.
I hate those guys though. Every time I give them 10 gold, it's like cutting open a vein and giving them right from the vein. I don't like it.
Well, I vote against it partly because it means either crossing a dangerously swift river
Right.
or basically spending 2 hours walking all the way to the bridge and then back. There's no easy way across the river here.
You just go down a little bit past where we were before. You go toot. There are 2 little bridges right
An
there.
hour's walk from here to the pyramid. That means it's 2-hour walk to the bridge and back to the western tower.
This is true, but I mean, it is a lovely day outside.
Yeah, filled with random encounters. I say no.
Yeah, I would rather just go back down.
Yeah.
We have a plan.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not against it, but let's wait
Okay.
a bit. No one's coming in for that silver coffer right now, right?
Mort is going with you.
Yeah.
More will accompany us.
Okay. Anything else I need to know about what you're bringing that's any different than normal?
Unless we want to try and buy old Kronos' mule. No.
Okay. All right.
We could try to hire a mule. Is that one guy, the one pack leader guy who's like cranky and pissy? Is he here today?
No, he's not. He left a couple days ago, actually.
Okay.
But
Um,
you can actually get a mule though. There is one in the stalls if you want to buy one.
and mules they will go down the stairs with us and into the
Mhm.
thing, right?
They will
Right.
they will go down. They are but like the only pack animal that will go dungeon adventuring. But of course there are some natural barriers that they will not be able to cross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
like if we go into that one tunnel with like the 5-foot wide tunnel, like to the tentacle room or whatever, then he's not going to go in there,
That'd
right?
be a little tough. But like for instance, that mule could not have gone into that chamber where you got your gold.
Right.
So mule, no.
I don't feel the need for a mule now.
Okay.
Honestly, no.
All right.
So guys, I did want to just while we have this map up here of the city, I have this map of the dungeon with some distances and so on, and I'm kind of curious, John. What's the width of the pyramid base?
the width of the pyramid base. I will check.
Because what I'm wondering is like its relationship to the debouche room, and like if we were to pace out various hallways that we've mapped, I'm really curious. Speaking of Matt's desire to find a way up, if we could work out a likely candidates above ground and then go that direction underground. Does that make sense?
So the pyramid square is 90 foot square.
Shit, we have barely even gotten out of the radius of the pyramid.
I should say it's 90 feet on a side, not 90 foot area. It's 90 feet on the side.
No, I understood that. Yeah, the along each of the four sides is 90 feet.
Exactly.
Okay, I have a proposition.
Okay.
We would have seen this little structure, this little ruin, in our previous stroll down the river. I think I'm thinking about like this little structure right here, which
Exactly.
looks like
That's what I'm thinking also.
a ruined house or something, which looks like maybe it might align with that kind of
elevator?
southern, western place, or either the goblins are, or just something. It's not far from the pyramid. We could just walk there. We could check it out. We could look.
No, I'm game. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
All right. So which one again? Highlight it so John knows which one we're going to.
It's this little
Yeah,
structure
Mhm.
right here, which is basically
Let's
kind
go
of
check
to
it
the
out.
south and west of the pyramid.
I'd like to sort of pace out, like from the pyramid corner, to get to that spot in a way that I could compare it to my map that I have been making, John.
That might be interesting. Also, this little pile of stuff, which we would have seen. Oh wait, those were the feet, right? Isn't this the broken feet?
Yeah.
I think it was raining the last time we were there, so maybe that made it harder to see. I don't know. It might be worth checking out those two things.
Let's check out that building.
Okay. So you head back, and you go back with the shift change. The guards are the overnight guards are super happy to go back. The guards that are with you are excited to be facing a nice cheery day. They wish you the best of luck.
All right, I want to tip them all.
Okay.
John.
What do you tip?
I'm going to give them each 5 gold. How many guards are there?
Whoa, 4 total.
Okay. I give them each 5 gold.
They
So
are
really
they're agog. I mean that is a king's ransom for men like that. Just for being good people. They are like stunned really. And they kind of like as you kind of march off, you can Squeegee and Avarice, as you kind of look back, you can kind of see them like all just sort of staring in disbelief at Goran's back as he stumps off with you guys. It becomes quite evident now that the staff and members of the Broken Head crew, right at the inn, like they think very highly of Goran specifically, but they're not quite sure because they're all like naturally suspicious people. Right?
Mhm.
Maybe a little bit underhanded, maybe a little bit sneaky. They kind of think that he's it's too much of a good thing, right? Like Gore, like he's got to have some other angle, right? Like what's he playing at, right? That sort of thing.
Oh no, I'm going to tell him. Like I'm going to be like, hey, appreciate the work that you guys are doing. If you guys see anything unusual or that might be of interest to us, this is just a taste of what we might be able to dole out to you.
Well, thank ye kindly, Master Dwarf. We'll be sure to keep an eye out for you. And best of luck, and I sincerely mean that, in your travels. Come back with more.
All
right. Yeah, good call, Mike.
After we do this, Gordon, I just want to let you know I'm also working really hard.
I give him 5 gold. You heal me first, okay? You got it? You heal me first.
Heal me first, yeah. Okay. So you head back into the plaza of the Priest of Thoth. And hold on, let's check here.
Can I have a pee break?
You need a break? Okay. Yes, before they head into the plaza and look at that pile of rubble, we're going to take a pee break, and we will be right back. See you in a little bit.
Later.
Okay, and we're back from our pee break. Okay, so they have foregone the pyramid for now and have entered back into the Grand Forum. You can see it's a nice clear day. The moisture from the day before is quickly being evaporated, but the flagstones here are still rather slick as the sunbeams glint off of them from the east, and the great tree shakes its leaves in greeting or perhaps forbearance, who knows, as you enter the forum. And the shadow of the pyramid probably is lying relatively sharp over these ruins that you're taking a look at, which,
right,
for the viewers at home, if I can find my mouse, where's my mouse? So many screens. Is right here.
Yes.
Okay, so as you approach it, you see that it appears to just be a pile of rubble, basically, like with like the faint definitions of what used to be a building itself. You know that circumscribing the outline of the forum itself, that because of this was probably a forum in the true sense of the word, where proclamations and gatherings were held and stuff like that, because of what you discovered about the Tower of Scrutiny on the other side of the plaza, which sits in its dark bulk and majesty, with knowing that Osric met his death there. That buildings probably line this entire area, and this is one of the very few of which remains are visible.
Right. So I think we just want to get into that, poke around, move some rocks if possible, anything that's, not too ginormous.
Sure.
Just see if there's anything that resembles a trapdoor, staircase, what have you. And as I said, I also want to sort of do some pacing out and try and work out its relationship to the pyramid. Sort of it's like this many feet west and this many feet south.
Yeah.
So that I can translate its location on my dungeon map and try and work out what we're under.
Right. So roughly, from the southwestern corner of the pyramid, it's about 100 feet in a direct line from that corner to the corner of the rubble.
Okay.
And
you said that the pyramid was 90 feet each side.
Yeah. That's an exact measurement. I'm giving you more of a general one for the distance between the pyramid and the rubble.
Sure.
And based on this, just one more thing. We go into the top of the pyramid and you go down a staircase, right?
Yeah.
We believe that we are ending up basically directly below where we started.
I'll double check. Goran would probably know that for sure.
Right.
Let me check here. Give me a sec.
I mean, if we're going downstairs for an hour,
it's not in a straight line, though. I thought it turned.
It does. There is a switchback.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah. Although I think, sorry, I got to do a lot of switching around here.
Yeah, sorry. I suppose it's probably too much to hope that there's a very easy and convenient entrance that we can just use. But it'd be nice. Plus, if no one knows about it, probably got sweet, sweet loots in it.
Mm.
You know,
I
Ted,
do
I
like
actually,
that.
I can't tell you because they don't have that long descent actually mapped. They only have it
Oh,
mapped until it actually, how far the stairs go before, like the map cuts off like where they hit ground level, and then then it just sort of tell you like it goes down another 250 feet or whatever. Um,
right. So there's no like overall relationship markers of any kind between this level and
there is just not for that, unfortunately.
oh well. Tell you what, if you want to figure it out later and let me know, I can map it out later.
Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to. I wouldn't put any money on anything um uh that you figure out right now. You know, unless you find some other marker that marks like another location in the dungeon that you've been to that you can triangulate. You know what I mean?
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
fine.
Guys,
All
I
right,
don't want to sideline too much with this. Can we?
yeah,
Let's go
that's
check
fine.
it out.
You're very impatient, Mike. I was
I
literally
am.
saying, forget about it. Let's do the building check.
Okay.
Okay.
John, by the way, light and cure light wounds today.
Light and cure light wounds. Very good. Okay. All right. So yeah. So what do you do with the rubble?
Well, as I said, we'll poke around, and if we can move some rocks, we move them. You know, like if we could clear away a section of the floor, you know, and the flagstones and look for a trap door, you know, if they're really huge, we can't move them, or it's not safe to move them, when we won't, I think.
Sure. Okay. So it
Does
looks
this
like
seem?
Sorry.
I was just going to ask, does it seem to have been like a public building or a private building, or can we
It looks
tell
to
by
have
the
been a
rope?
public building. The function of which you have no idea. You're just basically going on the fact that it's here, abutting the Grand Plaza. It's more than
Yeah.
likely a public building. Um, so as you're moving these large chunks of concrete and stuff like that around, and we'll say that takes a turn as well. So right now it's right around like 9:10 in the morning. Um, you do uncover something, and what it is,
Ooh.
as you clear the debris, you reveal uh, not only a stairway that leads down underground, but that stairway is actually 10 feet wide. It's quite like, you know, like a thing, like it's like a main staircase.
What the hell? All right.
Okay.
I am frankly flabbergasted. I really
Why?
did
At,
not.
at the entrance to this stairwell, like I mean, I know we kind of like dug stuff up around it. Any writing at all? Any indication? Nothing.
Nothing. It looks like this stairway was like in the midst of the floor of the ground floor of whatever dwelling used to be here, but
Okay.
it's unmarked otherwise, and it was choked with debris. You sort of found
We
like a spot where you were cleaning debris out, and then you saw that some debris was actually sunk lower, and you're like, "What the heck is this?" And you're pulling it out. And you're like, "Oh my god, these are stairs."
So we
is
didn't like
this
open up an empty staircase. We opened up a filled tunnel.
But no, it's not filled. You pull out enough of it, and you realize that like it got choked up to a point. But if you
Oh, I see.
yeah,
okay, one more question? Does this look like it was camouflaged and hidden, or does that rubble look like naturally
it looks
fallen
like
on
it
top?
had naturally fallen in some time ago because there's not
There you
like anyone's
go.
crawled through here in a long time.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Might just be a cellar, but even so, let's check it out.
You go down.
You go.
Okay, what are we doing for
You
light?
you got the torch there, buddy.
Let me. I'll go first. With the black light.
Okay, so only black light for now.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Mort and Squeegee right behind him with their bows out.
Okay, so you go down this stair. Does appear to be like just, it doesn't give me a length, but it's like like a normal staircase that goes down to another level. And underneath the ground, you appear to be in a basement of sorts, and it's about 40 feet square. All right, and it's not choked, but there's like a new, like there's pieces of rubble that have like fallen down the stairs and kind of collected here at the base. You know what I mean? Other than that, it's extremely musty. Moisture has seeped through, you know, over the constant changing of the seasons and all that kind of stuff, and over the centuries. And little bugs and stuff like that sort of skitter out of your. Well, they wouldn't know you were there, but they would. But they skitter away from the sound of you. And there are two notable things in this room that you notice. First of all, quite a big room. It's 40 feet square. there is an archway. Let me give you the exact where that archway is. Give me a moment, please.
Nice. Archway is a good sign.
So
there's never been an archway that's bad. They're always good.
That's right.
yeah, so there is an archway with our very plain, but with our Kantian masonry that leads. Am I reading this right? Hold on a second. I'm really sorry. Oh, okay. Totally my bad. I misread it. Okay. So there is actually you clear away debris. When you clear away the debris, you realize that that the floor has collapsed and that you are actually in a sub basement beneath the dwelling that is choked with rubble. When you clear that stuff away, you actually find that there is an archway in this basement that is leading east down a 10-foot wide stairway. You understand what I mean?
I
Right.
see.
Yeah.
Archway
Okay.
over the stair. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. We've basically just found the staircase again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just
Okay.
misread it wrong. It's the way it was written kind of confused me.
Okay.
All right.
And amidst the rubble, you do find something very, very interesting. You find a left arm, an armored, feminine but strong left arm that is quite large in size, much larger than a normal human, and it is armored, like with
The
Stone.
statue of an arm or an actual arm, like somebody lost their arm.
a statue of an arm.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Good to
I was
know the
like,
difference because that's important.
one's like meaty. Okay.
Recognize the stat, like, oh yeah, we saw that armless, Venus de Milo yesterday. This matches it, kind of thing. We don't recognize the rest of where this came from.
You kind of do, actually. You've
Yeah.
seen it in a couple of different places. When you
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
curious about those feet. Like it seems like where this is standing, like that could be where it fell.
Avaricio's thinking about the size of the feet and the proportion of the arm in relation, it does match.
Oh, yeah.
It also happens to match the size of the head, which is above the inn.
I bet I know some 3 guys who would buy this from us.
Yeah, I bet too.
How big?
How heavy is it?
It's a 2-slot item.
Oh yeah, we can get that
Those
back.
lots. Oh hell yeah, we've got to get.
All right. So we find that in the middle of the sub basement, or when we go down the stairs
No, it's in the ruins.
in the ruins. Okay. So if we want to go, we can leave it here for now. We'll go down the stairs.
I'm down for this.
Going down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we hear anything like coming up from the stairs? Like
Nope.
don't go down these stairs.
Important.
So you're going to head down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So down this through the archway you go and disappear down into the dark. Are you only using your black light? 20 feet?
I think for now, yeah, it makes it easy to sneak up on things that want to eat us.
Okay. So you find that you are going around a let me check the dimensions real quick. Okay, so you are going down a stairway, and that stairway goes. What am I talking about? It hits numerous landings as it goes around and around and around. It's not like a spiral, but it's like a square that kind of goes around and around and down and down and down and down and down and down. Sort of like that shot in the original Batman movie when they go up into the spired church. You know what I mean? They look down and they see all the all the stories of stairways. You go way down.
Does it take 6 turns?
Probably, yeah. I don't have enough in me to actually figure that out. But you go down for approximately 725 feet.
Whoa.
Way down.
Is there any graffiti here, John, or is this pristine?
No, it is actually pristine and dusty. with no indication that anyone set foot here in quite some time. What is the movement right now? So you're 60?
60.
Actually, I'm at 90 because I don't.
I'm at 90 as well, but
Oh, you're moving 90?
Me and Mort are at 60.
Okay. All right, so it would take 12 turns approximately.
Jeez, we're deeper than the other one then.
Yep. Way down, and don't forget that the waterfall itself, right? Like the cliff face is like what is it, like a little over 1,100 feet, right? You're going 725 feet down.
Oh yeah.
So
We might
so
be on the golden market level or whatever that thing was called, the grand market.
so you're going down and down and down and down and down, it's like you could feel like the weight of earth above you. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my god, is this?
oh, so comfy. I love it.
Yeah,
oh,
true. I love it. Check a thing here. Hold on.
Don, the walls, are they like stone work, or is it just like natural, like this was carved?
It's not natural. It is definitely carved.
Yeah, this is
But not like a built stone wall. This was dug.
No, it's a built stone wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
finished stone masonry. Yeah, but they must have tunneled and then just dressed the edges, as it were. Just the walls, I mean. Wow. It is not here. I like it. Good masonry.
All right. Give me 1
Yeah, I
second.
assume Arcantian.
You're going into an area that I was not prepared for, so I'll be totally honest. So you're gonna have to
To
give
be
me some-
fair, neither are we. Yeah.
enter the army of trolls.
If anyone wants to know, I always ask these guys to give me a kind of a clear indication of what they plan to do the next session. Well, guess how that worked out this time around.
That's Ted's fault.
Give me a second.
Matt wanted a staircase. Look, we got him one.
I mean, look, it's just right there. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Okay, so after 12 turns, so 6 hours. So I mean, sorry, not 2 hours. So it's about 11:10 a.m. We'll call it 11. Let's make it easy. You finally debouche down into some sort of area. God knows where. You have no idea. You are in a what appears to be a 30-foot by 30-foot square area. Hold on a second, Ted.
Are we going to be able to map this?
Yeah. Give us 1 moment, folks, because I need to take a quick break to get some shit in order. Okay, and we're back. So I just drew a fresh grid for Ted to map on. Ted, you're going to want to start in the not the lower left, but not like abutting it. You know what I mean? Like just sort of like in the lower left area.
I'm with you. 30 by 30. Should I use 10-foot squares or 5-foot squares?
10 foot.
Okay.
And yeah, so it is a 30 foot by 30 foot square, and there is at this point the stairs are now 5 feet wide, and they basically encircle that. You know what I mean? Like they border that entire space.
Oh, cool.
Except in the northeastern, which is where you guys actually debouche into. So there is in the northeastern corner heading eastward, it actually there is a passageway leading east into the darkness. Your torch does not reveal what lies beyond, but there are no walls, that is for sure. So it goes at least 20 feet beyond that.
What about my infravision? Is my infravision impacted by his dark light?
Ted, the stairs are in the 30 feet. They do not surround the 30 feet.
Oh, well, yes, let's just fix that then, shall we?
Yeah, come on, Ted.
And you said that it was a 10-foot wide passage out, or 5?
A 10-foot wide passageway out the northeastern side. Yes, right there. It goes at least 20 feet to the edge of the blacklight. Gorand, I'll check for you here. Where am I? No, you don't see any heat, Goran, but all of you do hear what appears to be the sound of like clanging pots and kind of high-pitched voices. Squeegee, you can definitely determine that whatever's going on, so it seems like sort of a ruckus of some sort, although not violent, but just like a lot of like chitter chatter and banging of pots, is definitely being done in Goblin.
Oh, we found the goblin lair.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Fuck. God damn it.
You spoiled something.
Yeah, I've read the wrong goddamn room. Never mind. You don't hear any of that.
Great. I
Just
don't
imagine. I imagine some goblin. You know, you sometimes when you want something, it's like you visualize something you want it really bad to happen.
Do you have any idea how long it's been since I've seen a goblin?
Mort is standing right there.
All right, what do you do?
No.
All right. Well, let's explore.
Before we get down to the bottom, John, what is so when we get within 20 feet of the floor, what's the floor look like before we step down there?
It's stone. It's Arcantian stone. Everything here is Arcantian and masonry. There's not appear to be any frescoes though here, and it doesn't look like too terribly dusty. It looks like there's been movement through here, but no tracks.
On the floor. What about the stairs? Does it look like there's been like dust or travel on the stairs?
Down here, it looks like it's not. It's tough to tell, right? Like it's not like you're sifting through dust, like puffing up big clouds. But no one has been like on the stairs for quite some time.
Right. All right. I say we go down. We check out the northeast corridor.
Yep.
Okay, moving down, you can see that immediately beyond the edge of their torchlight as you move down, it illuminates a door 30 feet beyond, 30 feet ahead of you, a door to the south. And it continues on for another 20.
Wait, so right here, there's a door?
Correct, yep, and then it continues on for another 20 feet before it hooks to the left, to the north.
Like so? Or did I overshoot by 10 feet?
It hooks 10 feet to the left, like, you know what I mean? Like it,
more
here? Right there?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I will listen at that door.
That door is the one that I thought that you heard goblins in, but you don't. You heard nothing.
Okay. I hear nothing. Fine. I hear nothing, or do I, without listening at the door?
Without taking a turn, you do not hear anything.
Okay.
What here? Listen, see if you can hear something.
I spend 10 minutes listening to this door.
Okay.
No, let's not do that.
That's what a turn is.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. John, I'm going to try the door.
Well,
I haven't rolled yet.
Ted's listening to that
door.
I
thought you'd already rolled.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
1. I have rolled a 1.
Okay.
Nice.
You don't hear anything, unfortunately.
All right. Mike?
John, these walls that we've been.
I can roll as well, but you rolled a 1, so there's no point. So now I'll try the door.
Open the door.
Mm-hmm.
John, the walls so far along here, clean, just stonework walls, no frescoes, no information.
Not that you can see, no.
Or slime.
Well, that's not true. Actually, you do see. It's similar to like where you were before. So like it's basically like professionally worked masonry, fitted stone, and all that sort of stuff. There are the remnants of plaster that have fallen off onto the ground or been swept. Most of it has actually been swept away, to be perfectly honest. But there are certain parts that actually do have plaster. But any sort of artwork that is on it has long since been removed, and there's no indication at all of any Thoth imagery. But the work of the stone is definitely Arcantian, so it's a very similar architecture to where you've been before. Going through the door, Goran, as you bust through.
Oh no! I'll wiggle that. A little finesse.
Okay.
Give it a peek.
You open the door, and you find yourself coming in from directly in the middle of the northern side of a it looks to be 25 feet north to south and 30 feet east to west room. And there here, Avaricios, you can see that where the rest of the quarters were relatively bare, here there's still vibrant frescoes that are over all the walls, and they are all depicting ancient Arcontian guardsmen watching over laborers who are excavating and shaping stone. There is in the center of the room, there is a circular wooden table and 6 stools surrounding it. And by the door, directly to your left, there is actually a armor rack that has a beautiful, well-maintained suit of ancient imperial field plate armor. This is the ancient version of what would now be known as Arcontian lamellar armor. It's gorgeous, beautiful, plated.
Is it size for a dwarf?
No, heavy armor.
Is it size for a priest?
Yes, it is size for a priest. Yeah, or an illusionist. And it's like, so yeah, there's this table, wooden, right, 6 stools, and then right to your left, there's like just sitting out in the open, just beautiful full
Nice.
set, like on full display.
Oh, all
A
right.
panoply,
John,
you would say.
I kind of feel like this is a little too good to be true. Are the floors like tiled? Are they like, flagstones or anything like that?
Mhm.
I want to try and detect pressure plate traps on those bitches.
Okay,
Construction traps, right? So it's a 2 and 6 for me for
Sure.
a dwarf.
It'll take a turn.
Never mind. It's fine, guys.
Send the
I rolled
priest
a
in.
4.
What
Yeah.
what could be on? It's where they kept their stuff. I mean, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah. Squeegee totally wants to scurry around the room. Him and Mort are going to, move the chairs, look under the table, move things around. Can't take the armor. We could search the rest of the room.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll if you'd like.
Yeah, I guess while he's searching there, I would like to search. I guess around. You said it's kind of like on a stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armor. I'd like to just like search around it, look to see if I can detect if taking the armor would set off some kind of trap.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't actually looking for traps, John. I was assuming that Mike had found them all, and I was looking for interesting stuff.
I got it. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second.
By the way, do we want to maybe close that door behind us just to make sure nothing kind of wanders in?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone just give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So what do you guys want to do?
All right. So,
Get the armor, get the arm, and get the hell out of here.
yeah.
Sorry, I would much rather have a full party down here to really explore this place. This seems
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. We should have David. Although if there's anything else in this room to find while Mort and Squeegee were scurrying around looking at stuff, then I'd like to know it. But otherwise, yeah, I say we take the armor, we head back upstairs, we get that armor, and we sell it back at the inn.
Cool.
Okay. How are you carrying the field plate out?
I think
Wearing it.
I mean, I could just take my chainmail off.
Put that
and
put that shit on, dude.
put it on.
Okay. So that'll take a turn.
Does he immediately start dancing uncontrollably?
this armor is called internal combustion armor, and as soon as he puts it on, it burns him alive on the inside.
Oh.
No, put it on.
Put
Carry
it
your
on.
chainmail.
It never comes off. It like binds itself to my skin. You watch.
Oh.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
so-
like a
What do you do with your other armor?
I guess I'll be encumbered. It'll take me down. I'll be at 60, which is where we kind of are with
What were you
Yeah.
wearing before?
chainmail.
Okay, so the Arcantian Lamellar is going to give you a base AC of 16.
Nice.
Nice.
And it's a 2-slot armor. It's heavy. It is ancient and like it fits really well, right? But it marks you as like you look like extremely old fashioned, right? Like it's like you look like you're to modern Arcantians it would look like you're cosplaying. As like it'd be like if someone today it would be like if someone like in Ukraine today was like put on an outfit of like a Roman legionnaire. You know what I mean? That's how you would stand out. You know what I mean?
Okay, awesome. So I'm looking absolutely ridiculous, right? I've got this torch, I've got this cosplay armor. Okay, I can rock this. Frankly, I'm pretty sure I look pretty damn good.
All right, throw your chainmail in a sack, dude, and I'll carry it out of here.
Okay, this is fair.
Okay, so you turn back around and you're going to make the long 725-foot climb all the way back out again.
Yep.
I don't think we. You know what though? I don't think we need to make it at that exploration speed where we're going slow and doing all the careful mapping. We can just go back up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although now it's like, it's literally like that scene in Ghostbusters where they're climbing all the stairs to get to Gozer.
Yeah.
What is
it is a lot of stairs.
I can't remember the line, but like you guys are exhausted by the time you get out of there. Just like as you crawl those last steps to get out. Of
now all we have to do is take this giant arm back to.
Yeah. So
me and Mortal carry it. You know, like a couple of goblins with the thing between them.
Yeah. So what did I say? 12 turns. I think even moving.
12 turns at exploration speed.
Yeah, but I still don't think that you can just hike up 725 feet unencumbered. You know what I mean?
That would take a lot.
I
would die.
Take 2 hours.
Yeah, I can tell you, no way. I'm stopping every few landings, having a breath.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I just wanted to get the round time. I think in general, because of like the steep climb, that it would probably, even if you were booking it, you would still be moving at the same rate of speed. So 12 turns and then another 6 to get back. So looking at about 2 o'clock by the time you roll back to the inn.
This is with like we're able to like extract the arm and bring this arm back with us, right?
Yeah. Now I don't mean it's like needs to be like on a tractor trailer type arm. I just mean it's like a much larger than human size, right? That's all.
John, I just realized that we kind of skipped over. I had asked if there was anything else of interest in the room.
No, there's not.
Okay.
Yeah, you do not find anything else.
All right.
You make your way back, and when you come back in with the arm, of course, the statue brokers are all over you. They think it's the coolest thing. They immediately peg it for like, oh my god, you found the lost arm, one of the arms of the colossal statue of Arden. Like, do you know that head out there? That is a matching arm.
Of course we know that. That's why we brought it to you guys.
Well, you know that there is the plinth upon which the feet are still located. You saw it.
We couldn't lift it.
Well, got the head, we've got the arm. I'm sure the other parts must be around here somewhere. Wouldn't it be such a thing to see it fully in her majesty again?
You think Kronos will part with the head?
Well, we'll leave that to you. We'll leave that to you, but
I assume you'd like to purchase this lovely arm.
I would, but man, it'd be such a shame not to see it attached once again. Perhaps we shall keep it here for some time. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. At the side of the broken head, where are you?
I have no idea what this thing's worth. I'm hoping like
10,000 gold.
That's exactly what I'm hoping.
The statue brokers that tried to buy this on the way here, they offered us an insane amount. But we told them, no, forget it. These are our guys back at the inn.
Right.
How much?
Okay, so this is, let's see. We'll call this medium size. The subject is very important. And the quality.
And if you look, like you can see like the veins even on the arm. It's very, very nice.
Let's see here. Whoa. Let's see. Let's call it.
You gotta do math, guys. That's good. I like it.
I like that too.
What I appreciate right now is the role play, the way that he's able to exactly capture
Yeah.
the hemming and hawing of the statuary dealers.
So this is an extremely like these. Everyone knows that the statue once existed because the head was found, right? They know where the head and the feet are. No one knows where the rest of the pieces are. They all assume that the dragon probably took them or other creatures or something like that. But you are the first, and God knows how long, to have recovered one of the lost pieces of the statue of Arden. And its historical significance is quite large. So you are on the upper range of statuary that could be brought back. However, it is not the complete statue, of course, right? But they are willing to give you 3,000 gold for it. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff.
You know, are you sure? Because there were some other interested parties on the way.
This is not one of the negotiable numbers, is it, John?
No, it is not.
I'm going to start calculating.
Okay. Yeah, they are going to. Yeah, they're gonna pay you in gems. Actually, is what they're gonna do.
Okay.
Each gem is worth 100 gold. 100 gold. These gems are brought up from Newmarket like every week. Newmarket is like the actual capital of Burdock's Valley. It's farther to the south than Gosterwick, down the main road. So
30, like 30 diamonds or something?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be diamonds, but yeah, some sort of colored crystal or gem of some sort. So 30 gems. Let's call them barrels. That's a good word.
Ooh,
barrels.
That's such a first edition
30
first edition
barrels.
gem right there.
I'm sure our illusionist friend has some very specific needs for gems. I think I remember this, so I'm sure that there are the specific ones that he needs somewhere in the mix.
Barrels.
That's probably a good bet, actually. Remind me of that next time whenever David's around.
All right.
I think that would be a fair thing to say, that they would likely have a gem that is something he's looking for, with 30 of them, right?
Yeah.
And they just want to make it clear. I'm making clear to you as well that you have given up ownership of this arm. You understand that? No longer for you. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
now, see, that always makes us think. Whatever.
Okay.
Squeegee's like, yes, I understand. That is the whole point of selling it.
Yeah. And just making sure that we understand the give and trade here. Yeah.
I do not deal in statuary.
You now have 30 good gems. You no longer have an arm of the colossal statue. Of Arden.
You know what they say about a hand in the hand is worth 2 hand somewhere else.
Something.
Don't put your hands.
So you are exhausted, but you have not encountered anything dangerous. You just apparently discovered a hidden entrance deep into the halls of Arden Vul.
That's insanity.
But you did not see any signs of habitation. You know what I mean? Like, it's obviously someone was down there, but you didn't see anything living.
We'll go back with David.
Yeah, we'll go back with David.
I want to. Yeah,
It's
I want
probably
to
for
have
the best.
Full group.
I just want to say that our share of that is approximately 857 gold or XP.
That's pretty great.
Right?
Yeah.
3,000 divided by 7, and we each get 2 shares?
Okay.
No, we each get 1 share, and Mort gets a half share.
Right, but that's why you divide the 3,000 by 7, and then each of us gets.
No, I talked to John about that. There is lost XP in the model that we actually use.
Oh,
You divide by 4, and then each of you gets that number, and then Mort gets half of that number.
750, and Mort gets whatever.
Yeah.
375.
So, anyways,
so 750.
Yeah.
I'm like 150 away.
Yeah, maybe we just call it a day here. You know, just
Shut up. Let's go get more
I'm
money.
feeling a little tired.
Well, don't forget that
it was a lot of stairs.
The vast majority of your experience that you've been getting has been from feats of exploration.
Yeah.
That's where the bulk of your stuff is coming from.
All right.
So,
are we going to go dare the halflings, guys? We have a little bit of time left tonight.
I really want to see what's on the, like, if there's a northern mirror to that lower chamber that we explored.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go see the halflings.
Let's go see the dill holes.
Okay, so back you go again. Back into the city to the pyramid this time. So probably be like an hour, like dealing with the statue broker. So that would be like 3-ish. Another hour to get back. That'd be 4 o'clock.
We could go the next morning. Should we just go the next morning?
And then the next day, you would be down. You would be down at the Demouchement at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, let's go the next morning. First thing.
I mean, we've already prepaid the rooms.
We could go have dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
I'm
do it.
going to have a rich meal again, John.
Let's go the next day.
Okay. Cool. All right. Roll me 2d6 then, please.
I did it last time. So
I got it. I never get to roll weather. That's why I rolled a 2. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Hurricane.
The remains of the a cold front moves in. The remains of the past winter actually roll in. There's a cold, gentle snow that actually falls in the sky, and the temperature drops quickly overnight.
Why do sometimes for some reason I want to blame the dwarf for this?
Yeah. Why not?
All right.
So back down you go. Roz Kelly is happy to see you folks again. Avaricios, are you wearing the field plate?
Yes, I am. So don't you get any ideas? This is mine. I'm not finding. No, don't even think about it.
I see. You're moving up in the world, there, are you? Roz Kelly, with her punk style hairdos, looking at you with their hands on her hips.
You've got to dress the part. You know, you always dress like the job that you want to have. And apparently, I want to be like some kind of role-playing fool who likes to go outside and run.
She's like up at your belly button level, you know, and she kind of like looks right up at you, and she sort of like pokes and prods like the armor, kind of looking at the joints and all that sort of stuff, you know. It's like,
fingerprints. You know, I did not get consent to this. I would really appreciate you.
You're gonna get dirty anyways, Frater. Don't worry about it. And she's like, wow, this is something else. Where'd you find it?
Your mom's house.
I've just been. Yeah, it's your mom's house. I'm not telling you this. This is my business.
Oh, wow. You found somewhere else to delve? You want to let us know? Phlebotomists will be happy to hear about it.
I found it in my closet.
Okay. You're a sly one, Frater.
You know, it's I'm a man of God, and God tells me, you know, sometimes you just, you know, say what you're supposed to say, and sometimes you tell people what they need to hear.
It's the drink, isn't it? I understand. She kind of gives like your holy symbol like a little tap.
You know what? You know, in other circumstances, maybe we could share a drink. You know, it is in the spirits like this that we can all come together in peace and love and happiness.
Very true.
Instead of you just trying to steal our money all the time.
Well, it's not stealing. It's agreed upon, give and take. And then that
agreed upon with 2 E's. Yeah, see what I'm doing there?
She kind of pats through your belt pouch. With that said, fork it over there, Frater.
I paid last time.
I got it. I'll pay it. We got so much money now. You guys worried about this 10 GP, please.
It's 8.
Please.
Oh, no, we got a discount last time, didn't we?
It's 10, but it's 10 per person, right?
No, it's not. It's 10 every time we go down.
Was it?
I'm
going to try to change the deal.
Okay, don't get mad. I could have misspoken. Give me a second.
We had this same argument last time.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like the gods have it in for us, guys. What do you think? All right.
Maybe, but I can charge you for every time you touch me with my fancy armor.
All right. 10 GP. Here you go. Let's keep on rolling.
He gives our map back. That's great. Okay.
Wait, are we going to check out the southern door near the ghoul entrance, or did you want to check out the northern doors?
No, this thing right here, Mike. This
because it may be nothing,
But I
It's
bet you there's another room there.
just like symmetry, you know? It is.
Okay.
And we
Let's
haven't
do it.
really been through any of those niches snooping around yet. So
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I
And
would
then I
say-
would advocate hitting the southern door.
yes.
I'm with you there.
Okay.
Okay. So, John, I'm thinking we'll go to what we think is probably the most likely opposite spot for another secret niche entrance.
Yeah.
And start with that column of niches.
Yeah.
And then work our way out from that, side to side.
Okay. It's going to take you a turn to get over there.
What I recommend, let me hang back so if anything comes out, I can turn them.
Yep. So Squeegee and Mort will be poking into all the crevices and looking for secret doors again.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's clues on the ground again, like we saw last time about cleared rubble spots or anything.
Right. Let me take a look here. Just looking. Give me 1 second. Okay, so in that area, it's not exactly a mirrored. Like you go right to like that mirrored niche, right? Like the
Yeah.
where it is. And you search that fairly thoroughly, and you don't find any false wall or anything like that. However, in searching that general area, you remember how I told you that there were actually like the plugs that used to like indicate like who was buried in each niche. Most of them had fallen to the ground. You find one as you're kind of searching that is actually relatively intact, and it is it's covered with soot. Basically, wiping it off, it shows that there's an image of Thoth pointing straight forward with his left hand, while the right hand is at his side.
And what is that hand pointing at? Like if I were to get down and look and see where it's pointing, what would I see?
It would be pointing like to the next niche over, basically. But the point is, it's like a typical Egyptian drawing, right? Like where it's a profile of Thoth, like with 1 foot forward sort of thing, So it's like in a hieroglyphic sort of thing. He's like, he's. I don't know if you can see this, but he's got like his right arm at his side and his left arm pointed up and out.
But it's just a little relief plaque, right?
Yeah, it's like a little stone plug. Exactly. Yeah. Also on the plug is a symbol of what appears to be like an indicator of the family or the name of the person that is buried in that niche that the plug is underneath. It is a black tower with a single window shining forth light into the darkness.
Huh.
Like a little lighthouse kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. Now, I would say that Avaricios definitely knows. I would think that Onweir and Squeegee might know just because their association with the Empire, but that this is actually an ancient rendition of a current family, one of the ruling families of the Arcontian Empire.
Oh.
It is the Krakteros family. Krakteros. The Krakteros family.
Do they have representatives in Gosterwick?
The family, they don't have like a compound or anything like that, but more than likely there's probably Krakteros members running around,
I'm just wondering if this would be useful to them or like interesting to them, like, or would it be like grave despoiling? Might be either.
I think if we were to take the nameplate off and say, "Hey, look what we found," I think they'd be mad.
I say we despoil it and just not tell them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love despoiling it.
Okay. So
John, the niche that's under this nameplate, is it like sealed up? Is it open?
I completely. I'm now realizing why they call them plugs. It's actually like a plug that covers the niche.
Oh, so it's like all sealed up.
Right, it's sealed
you
up.
literally have to break this thing to get in, or pry it out to get it. It's not like a little thing; it's a big thing.
That's correct. Yeah. Makes much more sense to me now. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so this is an undisturbed niche, is what you're saying.
That's correct. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I say we pry this thing out.
Okay.
Okay, so let
How
me
does the
just-
priest feel about that?
Yeah,
How do you
let
feel
me
about
just
that?
say, like, I've got a little bit of misgivings. It is one thing, like this graves that have not been disturbed, but actually, like these are people right now whose it's family. These are people. They're related. They have family upside right behind this.
Yep. I understand what you're saying.
You guys have the feather token thingies on you. Is that correct?
I
Yes.
do.
So most of us do.
Matt
One of
doesn't.
us does not. Mine burned up. Because well, who knows why?
Mort does not actually have one.
Did you not have one? Was that
Mort was not
Mort was
with us when
Mort, not Squeegee.
Mort, yeah,
Okay.
Mort
Luigi
doesn't,
has
yeah.
one. Mort does not have one.
Mine burned up when I took this torch.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, I don't condone this. It does not feel right.
Hold
to
on,
do.
just for a second though. Look at it this way: why are you in this business if you are not going to bring your crowbar and pry things open and take their money?
Well,
You're in
I'll
the
tell you,
wrong business.
It is one thing to see like ancient remains. You don't know who they are. What is this? What is that? What is undisturbed? Putting down unnatural things that need to be put down. But actually, like this is a person's resting place. This is something that is, this is.
While he's talking, John, I want to go and see if there's any construction tricks for it, any switches. Does it open a door somewhere else? Because there's something weird about the carving and Thoth pointing, and I just want to see if there's anything that releases it or you can manipulate.
Does not appear to be so. No.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the statue, the first thing that comes to mind, basically, I'm not looking at the plug in the depiction of Thoth. It reminds you of the fact that the statues of Thoth that you've encountered so far have you've been able to manipulate their arms, or it looks like the arms are able to be manipulated.
Right.
But you do not see any sort of weird buttons or anything.
And
do we think that maybe this is a guide for how to manipulate the arms on one of the other statues to try and open a door or release a catch? Like
Is
maybe
the
the
right
one
arm
that's
pointing
the one that's at the intersection where you enter this complex
Yep.
that leads to the hentai tentacle porn room.
That's the one.
Okay.
So the plug, like these plugs were they're relatively fragile. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
if Squeegee were to say, "Look, it's probably not even something we can open. If I were to just hit it with this hammer here, it probably won't even break." And
Oh my God.
then do
Yeah. And you're a bad person.
all right, I won't do it. Fine. Okay. We didn't find anything in the other niches.
No,
Okay.
that's the one thing
what
of interest you
about-
found here.
what about the one directly opposite? Like, what if he's pointing, but it's like
That is an
3D
empty niche.
Yeah.
across the way? Right. Well, who knows? Maybe sometime at some point I will die and come back as a less holy person who's even more greedy than I am.
In the meantime, can we take note of the arms, the way the arms positions are, and then see if that statue, like maybe we go back and put the arms in the position of that.
You should literally take a note. So the arm is pointing forward with the left hand. So the left arm is forward, pointing, and the right arm is down at the side.
And he is standing. Is there anything in his hands at all, or he's just standing?
Nope, just standing.
feather.
John, will you indicate exactly which niche that was on our map? Or which square, I should say.
Yeah, it's not of terrible importance, but I just
want to mark it so we kind of don't forget about it.
Yeah, like right here.
Okay. All right, thanks.
And I can't remember what the statue of Thoth near the secret door. This guy.
He was seated, I think.
He was seated, right? This one.
The standing one is the one in the debauch room. And
That's the one I'm kind of wondering about. And we were out there dicking around with its arms before.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's leave that for David night. Okay. Let's
Yep.
go hit this door. We don't have that much time. Let's go hit this door at the south part.
Yeah.
I'm done for that. We can go down to the south, right?
Yeah.
Down there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Back where we told John we were going to go in the first place.
Yeah, that'll take another
Sorry,
turn. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, yes, this appears to be a normal door, like iron-banded wooden door.
Okay, let's
All right.
listen at that door.
Yarp.
Okay.
I'll whip out the old ears and
That takes a
clean
turn.
them out. And I roll a 6, John.
You're nothing.
Yeah.
I roll a 3, John.
Nothing.
All right.
We opened that door, John.
You open the door. It does. It's a little bit hard. It's a little bit stuck. But you open it up without too much effort, and you can see that there is a very narrow corridor that heads directly south. Arcantian stonework once again, dark.
5 foot narrow or 10 foot narrow?
5 foot narrow, actually.
Okay.
Centered directly in that square that you're standing in right now.
Oh,
Good
centered.
thing we don't have our jackass with us.
Yeah, centered from the door, going south. It goes beyond the reach of your 20-foot black light.
All right.
Of course,
Any heat down
black,
there?
your dark vision does not pick up anything. Or
Okay.
infravision,
All right.
I should say.
Let's stealth down there.
So armored priest first.
Okay.
Followed
Our
by
priest leads the way.
What is your AC now with your shield and everything like that? 109?
Shield? Yeah, it's 109. It is an 18.
It's pretty,
classic.
pretty
So
good.
sweet.
Pretty good. All right. You slowly go down, Frater Avaricios, holding your torch aloft, and it illuminates as you creep southwards, goes arrow line straight, right to another door, 50 feet from the previous door.
That is quite long.
Okay.
Nothing distinctive on the walls as we go. No little possible other
Nope.
doorways or exits.
Nope. just
Okay,
like
let's
it.
listen at this door.
Boink. I roll a 3. Can Mort listen?
I roll a 6. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Mort can listen, sure.
Sure. Mort's going to give it a go.
Oh, I'm up front, and we're all like
No,
rolling around anyway. I just rolled a 3. I probably don't.
you got a helmet on. You can't hear
That takes a
anything.
turn.
What?
Exactly. All right. So we don't hear anything. We're going to open the door.
Okay.
Let me do it. I'll open the door.
All right. We're going to let the priest open the door.
You open the door. You find yourself in a passage, 10-foot wide passageway running east and west. Okay, directly. That does not continue on from where you are. Just runs east and west. To the west, it goes 10 feet before opening up into a very large angled chamber. That you can just see like the torchlight sort of illuminating what appears to be a large chamber with some sort of mammoth pyramidal structure
Oh, yeah.
in the middle of it. Now that's at the very edge of the torchlight. However, to the east, the passageway continues on off into the darkness for at least 20 feet. At the 20-foot marker, there is a door that heads south. However, when you step directly into the room, step directly into the corridor, you see between where you're standing right now and that door on the southern wall, the wall actually splits open and forms enormous red lips formed in a thin line.
Oh, no.
And a mouth opens, a magic mouth, you might say.
Ooh.
And it speaks in a tongue that only Avaricios has any of the barest notion of what it says. It's the ancient secret tongue of the priests of Thoth. This is like a tongue that is being spoken, Avaricios, that you've only read in texts, right? In ancient texts when you were studying the great ancient mysteries, right? However, at the same time, you can't quite see it because it seems to be off further down the corridor. Another voice echoes out over top the one that's speaking to you right now. And that one's actually speaking in Arcantian, which all of you guys can understand, like modern Arcantian. And it's in a much more mocking tone and quite larger in volume than the one that's directly in front of you right now that you're seeing. So I'm going to tell you what both of these things are saying, but realize that they're sort of overlapping, right? So it's sort of like this mishmash chaotic sound that's happening right now that's speaking to you, okay? So the one that's right next to you that's speaking in the ancient tongue of the priests of Thoth says, "Behold the glory of Thoth. Mysteries of past, present, and future are known to those who speak his name and direct his arms. Knowledge is power. And then at the same time, there's a mocking, more sibilant and tone in Arcantian over top that speaks from off in the darkness. The followers of the Ibis are dead and gone. Their power is faded and their secrets lost. Neither power nor knowledge is to be shared. Beware.
Right. Dueling magic mouths.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow. Speak his name and direct his arms, boy.
Oh, you know what? We didn't do that. We were just moving his arms. We didn't talk about.
We didn't say his name. How many names has he got? Thoth. How many other names do we know?
I'm sure Avaricius remembers. I would have to look it up. I mean, Avaricius would remember if there were other names.
Yeah, he takes other forms, and there's other symbols, but his name is Thoth. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thothy baby. Whatever.
Should we check out the Dark Pyramid?
Yes,
Of
absolutely.
Ruin first? All right, cool. Which way? Hey, John, can we mark on the map which way? So the happy mouth that is talking about how awesome Thoth is to the east?
It's in front of us.
No, it's
right in
it's
front.
actually 10 feet directly to where you have it, Ted. To the east.
Oh, gotcha.
East of
Okay.
that? Okay.
In between where you are and the door is what I was saying.
All right.
Okay, and then where's the mocking set tight propaganda
That's
machine
beyond your
coming from?
light to the east.
But to the east?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And that-
somewhere over here.
And that door, Ted, is actually like straddling the next line. Like it's at the edge of the 20 feet width. The edge of the 20-foot beam from the black light.
So, whoops.
So it's like straddling that four corners, the intersection of the squares.
Yep. So you're talking like right here.
Yeah. Yep, you got it.
What the? It's trying to snap to that corner. There we go. Okay, but I think we should go west.
I agree. Let's go check out the Pyramid of Doom.
Yes.
All right, so you enter into what appears to be a chamber that is in the shape of an isosceles triangle. All right, it's going to be a
Are
little
we
tricky.
on the pointy end or the flat end?
This is going to be a tricky. You're on a slanted end, so you're on a hypotenuse. Okay, you are coming in. If the peak of the triangle.
You're a
Okay.
hypotenuse.
Yeah.
So, how do we put this? You're coming in from the eastern side,
Yep.
and you're coming in 10 feet from the peak of it. All right. Now, so from the
Like
peak,
so.
from the peak to the base is 1, 2, 3, is 50 feet. All right.
Okay.
And then the base itself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is 80 feet wide.
I see.
So what I would do is I would
Triangle.
describe the base, and then so the peak is like 10 is 10 feet north of you, right? Do you understand?
Is that it, John?
It's pretty good.
No, that's not an isosceles.
Well,
So
I don't know what an isosceles is.
come on, people.
There's a reason I didn't go into math.
Yeah, but I thought that's what you were describing.
Yeah.
Isosceles, the point would
So-
be in the middle, right?
So Ted, you're coming in on a hypotenuse, which means that you're coming in on an angle. All right. So
Okay.
yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So the
Okay, so
Alright.
so do it like
Alright.
this. So do it like this. Okay, so where you're okay. Good times, folks. Okay, so you right here on this edge here. Okay, you're coming in at a on an angle on the hypotenuse, and you're 10 feet below the peak of it. So the peak is right here. Okay.
Right.
Now,
and
from the
so-
peak to the base is what did I say? 50 feet,
50, right?
right? So
Straight down from there.
mark your base. And because it's an isosceles triangle, that is the middle of the base. So the base is 80 feet wide. So that mark, there you go.
There we go.
There you go. Boom. Nicely done,
Okay.
Ted. Yeah.
I when you were talking about the peak and bases, I was misunderstanding what you were
Yeah,
saying.
it's totally fine. It's not an easy room to
I
describe.
was
Now,
I was having a
10 feet
PTSD.
in from every point of that room is another isosceles triangle, which is the pyramid itself. Okay.
How high is the ceiling?
Actually, a pyramid.
Yeah. I'm just giving you the dimensions of the room first. So just give me a sec. So, 10 feet in,
Like that?
10 feet. You just sort of.
Oh, I guess that's only 5 feet,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But that's correct as long as you get to the 10. Yes. Yes. Describe the arcane sigil. All right. Now, the details inside. So it's unlit, but there are numerous wall sconces that are torch. Don't have torches in them, but there are sconces around the room. Okay. The ceiling is so high, it is lost in the darkness. All right. As is the pyramid itself. All right. And it's basically only illuminated by your flickering black light. And so this is like a super like metal occult looking thing, right? Like it's just looming out of the darkness is this massive fucking edifice in the dark, like reaching out into. And what makes it even more metal is that there is a green-gray mist which is covering the floor, just slowly wafting around, basically obscuring everything. But like knee height, basically. There are the pyramid is made out of fitted granite. There are stairs that are cut into the granite in the middle of each of the three sides that lead upwards into the darkness. You have not stepped foot into the room. This is what you said.
No, because there's a green-gray mist, and it probably eats your feet.
Indeed.
Yeah, John, what happens when that? So we're at the edge of this hallway, right?
Yeah.
What does the mist do at the edge of this hallway? Does it like spill in a little bit, or does it like hit?
Yeah,
a wall
it sort of spills in it's not flowing through the corridor at all. It definitely seems to be maintained within the chamber itself, but it doesn't like butt up against like a force field or something like that, and kind of spread out along a force field. It just sort of drifts past the entrance, that sort of thing.
Does it smell weird?
No, doesn't smell weird.
If we like bend down and like, safety first, right? Just waft.
Just a woof.
It's a gentle wafting. From
No,
the hallway.
It smells like your typical musty dungeon room,
Wait,
but nothing rotting, nothing acidic, nothing like that.
is the mist so thick that you can't see the floor?
Yes. But you can see, but it's low lying, right? So you can see the room.
Right.
Okay. Can we go back and get that spear?
It's about 3. I should say. I actually have the number. It's 3 feet above the floor.
Mort has a 10-foot pole.
Okay. Do you want me to take the 10-foot pole?
Yeah, Mort happily hands it to you and
Okay.
picks up his crossbow again.
I'm going to tap the floor in front of me, John, and make my way to the staircase on the pyramid on the western side of the pyramid.
If there's a floor.
Okay.
A floor.
If there is a floor.
Yeah.
If I do not encounter a floor, I stop.
Tap, tap, tap. Yeah. It dings off a very solid floor. And
John, there's staircases on each side like this.
correct. Yeah, you got it. All rising. Yep.
Oops.
You got it.
Okay.
You move around.
John, I want to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you're moving around the western side, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The
So you
closest one
step onto the
to us.
ground. The mist
No,
rolls
no.
around your ankles.
Closest one to us is the eastern side, Mike.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant. My cardinal directions are fucked, John. I meant the one closest to us to the eastern side of the pyramid.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so you step forward
It's
in the room.
currently
Yeah.
west of us, but
Nothing happens. The fog seems to roll naturally around and part around you as you move through.
Okay. Before stepping onto the pyramid, I would like to try and detect construction traps as a dwarf and see if these stairs are like a ruse that make you slide into a bottomless pit.
Sure. Take a
Okay.
turn.
What? I don't know if this would also, like, during that same, if we're spending the time, right? During that same time, would it be possible, because I don't know the relative size of things.
Okay.
I have that gown, not the gown, but the robes, right? From when Osric died.
Yep.
I have the fine silk orange. I think they're orange.
Yeah.
So can I put that over my armor, or is that I don't know? Like, is it like a bathrobe? Can I close it?
Yeah, you could put it
I think
over.
that's a great idea.
Yep.
Okay.
Would you wear the iconography of another god?
We're aligned. Like, we're. If this was like a set thing. No. We're pals. We're good.
He wears it over his armor, the other god's symbol, but he won't break into a tomb of somebody who's dead. I get it.
Avaricios, it
yeah.
depends on Avaricios as a person, but the dogma of the modern day churches is that the gods Thoth and Set are Set is proscribed, right? Like like his worship is not legal.
Bad dude.
Although it is known that there are cultists out there who continue to worship him. Thoth is considered to be, along with Set, basically like a dead god. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one worships them. So it all depends, whatever. Doesn't matter. Point being, that you can wear the robes over the armor. It looks ridiculous, right? It looks absolutely ridiculous. But
I didn't before, but sure.
Yeah. Because it stretches. It doesn't fit right over the lamellar and, all that sort of stuff. But it can be worn, yeah.
All right, so John, I rolled a 2, and I need a 2 and 6 to detect kinky construction that leads to death.
So you don't. Looking at it, it's sort of. First thing you can tell is that the construction of this has the same sort of artistic direction as the Pyramid of Thoth itself, right? Like, there's a lot of like familiar aesthetic, whatever, architecture to it and that sort of thing. However, you can tell that. This does, like, where most pyramids usually are tombs of some sort. You don't know what it is about this because you're not human. You know what I mean? You don't understand like what these people were going for, but it's definitely not a tomb. You know that.
Yeah.
You just have like this vague sense of it. Basically, that's what I'm going to tell you.
It's a nexus of arcane energy, bastards.
Or it's an altar of some kind.
It's the
Doesn't have to be a tomb.
Right. Okay. I'm going to
That's
start
just
heading
my-
up the stairs.
Gozer.
All right, Goran goes up
Goes
using only your dark vision, Goran.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's,
so that's the thing. Like, do we? If I don't know if we're trying to sneak up on something here, but we have torches and there are sconces. Should we light this room up? Do we want to try to sneak in here?
Unless the
I'm a
gap
big fan of
is
sneaking. Yeah, I'm a big fan of sneaking, but I'm also fine carrying a torch.
And I
So
we're gonna
don't
want the
mind.
I'm sorry, Ted, you broke up. What was that?
I think we're going to want actual light.
Okay.
Either the
Let's
dark
do
light,
it.
we all go up the stairs, or we, if the dark light's waiting at the bottom of the stairs, we wait. You go light a torch.
Yeah, I'll light a torch, John, and then I'll go up.
Okay.
Ooh, I guess we're about to find out if the green mist is flammable. Shit, I didn't think about that.
That's what I think.
No,
While we do this, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go check in on my kid. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we're gonna stop relatively soon. Okay, so you light your torch and you're like, oh, maybe that was a bad idea, and it's fine.
Okay.
And it illuminates as you kind of hold it forth, like up the steps. You can see that it illuminates upwards. It goes 30 feet from where you are now. So I will say at the very edge of your torchlight, you can see what is probably some sort of peak up there. It's like right beyond the edge. And you take the first steps up, and as you do, you see, it illuminates the entirety of the pyramid as you get closer to the top. The pyramid appears to be 40 feet tall in a chamber which must be larger, right? As you slowly and carefully make your way up, Squeegee and Avaricios, as you're watching from below, you see him sort of dwindle off into the dark as he kind of moves up a little bit. You can kind of see his form like backlit against his torch, right? Illuminating this chamber, which is also triangular as well, right? So it's not just the floor. It's like the room itself peaks above the pyramid itself. And so you make your way up, Gorand, until you summit the mount. There is a platform on top. where like there would have been the triangular capstone on top has been removed, and there is a flat platform on top. And that platform, because of the three-sided pyramid, is actually a triangle itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it is made of lapis lazuli, centered in the middle. All right, so it's different than the other stone, right? So precious stone on the top. In the center of that platform, there extends a single steel bar. The bar is gray, but not rusted. But it looks like it's like gray with age, but not rusted at all. And on top, so that bar that kind of juts out of the very center of this thing, there is an obsidian knob that rests on its top.
Hmm.
The gear shifter for some kind of weird mecha pyramid.
Well, I have a feeling that this is Charlie Bucket's glass elevator, dude. We're about to go to fucking Wonka Land right here.
So there's the steel bar kind of comes right out, but there is no like when you were saying like a gear shift squeegee, like there's no what do you call it, like a slot, like where it can move, right? But it does appear that the bar is rising out of the interior of the pyramid.
It's an enormous butter churn.
Did you like plunge it?
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the gear shift. I'm not touching a thing. First, I'm gonna use the base of my torch to tap the lapis lazuli floor.
All right. So in the dark, so you see this point of light from the bottom there, guys, and you just hear like a tank, 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 tank.
Wait, he went up by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Okay. You might need to get a new dwarf.
Yeah.
Right.
I always wanted a new dwarf.
My next character is an assassin, I think, if I remember back to session 0. All right. So yeah, so John, if assuming that nothing happens when I tap the floor, I will make my way over to the gear shift thing and not touch it, and try to determine what the top of it is made out of, and see if there's any mechanism that would indicate that it pulls or pushes or something like that.
So you have to kind of picture that like you basically are still on the side because it comes to a point. So it's a very small, like little top, right?
Right.
Little triangle of lapis lazuli, right? And come out of the middle of that is this bar.
On it.
Right. You can't stand on top of the platform. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Any stains on the floor?
No.
Like,
no, good question. No.
Half a human.
So with the torch though above you, when you've surmounted the pyramid, you can see above you. You see the three sides of the chamber rise another 10 feet above you. So the chamber itself is 50 feet high, and it goes to a direct point above you. Like there's no, looking around. There's no exits or any sort of like rope dangling or anything like that. It looks like the room was deliberately built to house this pyramid.
I am always so careful, guys. I am always the most careful out of all of us. I never lost a character in Hole in the Oak. I'm going to push the lever down. I'm going to put the hand in like this.
The ball drop.
Let's to clarify that. All right. So, So, Goran, you grab the obsidian nut and you push downward. Is that what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The steel bar depresses. As it does, down below, guys, you guys don't see him depress the bar. All you heard was this sort of noise of him kind of planking around up there. But from your viewpoint down there are somewhere all on the sides of the pyramid, multiple small holes jet out a fog of dense smoke that come out from all angles, completely filling the chamber, right? Not like fire smoke or anything like that, but just like a white dense smoke fills, it goes and fills the entire thing. Goran, you so you have no idea what happened, what's going on, guys, as it fills with smoke. Goran, you
Can I just say, what would be really funny is if Mike's like, I've been really careful, guys. I'm going to do the plunger. And then me and Matt die. Thanks for being so careful, man.
I'm sure it's fine. We sent the most
listen to the way John is
careful
talking,
guy up
guys.
to-
Listen to the way John is talking. I'm totally fucked here. Go ahead, John.
It's
What
so
happened?
good.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
I think this is gas-proof armor, actually, so I'm
Yeah,
probably
it's powered.
okay.
You got to
Great.
seal it. You got to seal your helmet.
Yeah. Braid of
Alright.
the Emperor.
So the whole cloud fills up everything, Goran. It fills your vision for a second, but when you press down, smoke comes out, and then you hear it go. It locks into place. All right, you guys do not hear that locking, by the way. The moment that happens, you are the cloud. The smoke doesn't dissipate. It's gone. The smoke is just gone, and you find yourself still standing on top of the pyramid, but everything around you has changed. All the walls look completely different than what you just left. You are still in a triangular room, same dimensions, 50 feet above, sitting on the top of a 40-foot pyramid. However, the room, the walls are decorated with frescoes all around. Great condition of humans rising up from the ground and shedding their robes and beards and canes. It's unlit. But your torchlight is showing these frescoes, but where you're standing, there's the same pyramid. The lapis lazuli platform is right there, but there is no rod. There's just the hole.
Oh shit!
And so that's what Mike sees.
Yeah.
What do they see, John?
You also see as well, Goran, that the same an exit leaves from exactly the same place.
Mm-hmm.
So it just looks like you're in the same place, but there's no rod.
Okay.
And the walls are decorated with all these frescoes of this particular strange looking thing, strange humans.
Are my friends at the bottom of the pyramid?
You would have to go start going down to see, or you could call down.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, you still here?
You hear no answer in return.
Yeah,
okay. I did. I Doctor Who'd it. Sweet.
You did it, David, is what you did.
Okay.
You split the party.
So back in the other room, after about 15 seconds, the white smoke dissipates. And the green-gray mist is still there, however. Which is interesting.
How you going, Goran?
And where's our dwarf?
Well, you don't see any light up there anymore.
Everything all right up there, Goran?
You seem to have your torch seems to have gone out.
Goran?
Turn goes by the way.
Goran?
No answer from up atop.
He's gone. All right.
We need to go up and check and see what he did.
Yeah, Squeegee will go up. And so he'll climb up.
I mean, I'm not standing here. I mean, these are nice guys and everything, but I'm not staying down here.
Do we all go up then? The three of us each take a staircase?
How many more do we have? Is it just
Mort,
Squeegee,
and
Mort.
Mort.
You and I and Mort? Just the three of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's each take a stairwell up.
Okay, so Avaricios is the only one with light, if you're going to separate like that.
Yeah, well, we got torches and things.
Tell me if you light one. Or you can just go up together and use Avaricios.
Oh, fine. Let's all go up together.
Okay, you go up with the Avaricios 20 feet at a time, and you see exactly what I told Goran before. Yeah. So the rod is there. It's new
is it
to
back
you.
Up or is it down?
It is up, and
interesting.
It's first time you've seen it, but it is as I described before.
So now that I see this, John, is this a familiar diameter and length of rod that we have seen before?
No.
Damn it! I was sure I was onto something.
Good,
diameter,
a good connection to make though.
The golden bar that we have would not fit in that hole.
And it would not. No.
Okay.
That bar is thicker. The gold bar.
Okay. Jeez.
Do we see his? Did he drop anything? Footprints? Anything like that?
Drops of blood.
If he, there would be signs that he was here. I guess I don't know. Maybe probably not. But there's no any gear or anything like that. He's just gone.
Is there a puddle of pee? Is there a puddle of dwarf pee?
Nope.
Okay.
Pile of ash.
It's the same thing that Goran looked for when he was up here, actually looking for stains, right? But nothing.
Yep.
He's just gone. He's just disappeared.
Boy, I sure will miss him. That was a shame. All right, you better leave. No. So here's the thing, though, guys. Like, we've been operating on the basis of in and out, in and out, in and out. We go there, we might be in the dungeon for a while. Now, I've got a few days of food, and we've got some water, but I don't know. We got to go get Mike, I guess. We don't really have a lot of choice, but
I don't feel. I mean, we have to try to find him. I don't feel good about. Like, if he was all like smushed or something down here, that's one thing. It would be sad, but
right.
You
If
know
there's
what?
any consolation, if you feel that you're going to have to stay in the dungeon lost, some of you may be operating actually right now at a higher level. We just haven't calculated it yet.
Not that you actually level up until you get back to the inn.
No, you would have leveled up back at the inn, right? We just skipped it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, cool.
All right, let's go
Guys,
through it. Let's do it.
Do it. Come on. Hoka hey, man.
All right, everybody, put a
Hoorah.
hand in. Everybody, put a hand in. Huh?
All right, everybody put a hand in.
And go.
All together.
Plunge.
Same thing happens. So exactly what happened to Goran, right? So you for a brief moment you see the smoke issue out, and then it clicks into place, and then the smoke is gone, and you literally like fall over Goran as you like the four of you can't actually occupy the space on top of the pyramid together. You know what I mean? So you're like and kind of stumble off to the side a little bit and fall down the stairs a little bit as you're all there. But once again, you see the same thing that Goran did.
All right. Well, let's.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys, I hope we can find our way out of here. All right, so I guess we
it
need to
will
start
be
a new map,
fine.
John.
Yes, this would probably be an ideal place to actually stop, as we'll
That's true.
pick up with a brand new map. But that was exciting, a good end.
That was exciting.
Yeah, you got plenty of treasure, and yeah, like I said, like if shit had gone down, that would have required us to know what your level would have been. I would have done a quick calculation. I would assume that Goran is probably going to go up. The arm gave you put you over the top, basically. I'm pretty sure.
I thought the arm left me like 150 shy. But maybe.
You only need 1,000 left.
Yeah, you've got 1,000. I think with feats, it's Goran. I'm almost positive went up. Squeegee, it's a maybe. Everisios definitely not. You need almost 2,400 more.
He was already third level.
He's already third, yeah.
Yeah.
Onweir's 1,237 away, but unfortunately doesn't get any of it. But he's relatively close if you can make it.
I need to start I am tracking Mort's XP. Oh, that's great. Cool beans.
Yeah, Mort's on you. Okay,
third
cool.
level is awesome, and I'm happy to get it. But fourth level is where it's at, man. Fourth level.
So to be clear, it's up to you guys to decide. Have you been teleported somewhere else, or did the nature of the room change? Right?
Yeah.
So just be aware that you're not. You just don't have enough information to go on right now. But just those are questions that you probably want to be thinking about as you explore further. Yeah.
John, can I multi-class into halfling?
Absolutely not. Okay, so that'll do it. First session of 2023, everybody. Episode 11, Halls of Arden Vul. You've been watching 3D6 Down the Line. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. Thank you to all of our followers so far who have done so. We really appreciate it. And we will see you all next time. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.
Bye-bye.
Happy
Thanks, John.
New Year.